Hey, what's up? It's Cody from Drain. You're watching Riot Vision.
So how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Tour's really fun and stoked to be here at Tells Bells Fest.
It's your first time, right?
First time here, yeah, at Tells Bells Fest, yeah. Not the first time in Germany, though.
How many times did you tour in Germany?
Shoot, we've been to Germany a bunch of times. Yeah, this is our third European tour, but we played a lot in different places in Germany for sure. So
It's cool.
yeah.
So what are you doing outside from
You know, I'll be honest. Well, I go to the gym a lot. I got really into lifting and going to the gym about 7-8 months ago, and I've always wanted to build some muscle and stuff. So I do that a lot. I go to every time when I'm home. I'm always going to the gym 3 times a week. That's about it. Just hanging out with friends. You know, a lot of my life is centered around Drain. A lot of so. If it's not playing guitar or doing something, it's it's pretty much it. You know.
So is your full-time job train or?
Yes, pretty much. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So how often are you on tour per year?
We try not to be on tour the whole year, you know, but we try to maybe do like half a year. It just depends, you know, how we feel and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we've done a lot of touring this year, for sure, because this tour started with Japan, and then we went straight from Japan into Europe, and so it's been quite a journey so far. So yeah.
I saw that video. It looked like you're on, I don't know, just going swimming and everywhere. It was insane.
Oh
I
yeah,
loved
yeah.
it.
Yeah, we love jumping in the water and going swimming and all that. So yeah.
Looked like that, just on land.
Oh yeah.
Let's go to your new album.
Mm-hmm.
You did the Descendants cover,
Mm-hmm.
and it's your currently most streamed song. Which connection do you have with Descendants?
Well, the only connection really is that we're fans of the band. You know, we all love Descendants music. We all like grew up with listening to their songs and stuff. And it was actually Sammy's idea to cover that song, and he came to us and he was like, "Well, I have this idea. Why don't we cover this song?" And it's funny because Tim and Sammy are more Descendants fans than me. I know some songs, so I didn't know that one. So I listened to it and I was like, "This is pretty cool." So yeah, and I'm glad we did it. At first, I didn't know how it was gonna go over. My idea was like I wanted to have all the songs on the album be original, and I didn't want to do a cover at first. But then I'm very glad we did the cover because it's fun to play live. All the kids love it, so it all turned out great, and people love listening to it. So yeah.
So, what cover song would you take if you could take one to cover for Train?
What cover? Oh, that's a really good question. I don't know, honestly. I'd probably want to do something not heavy, you know. I feel like people would expect me to be like, oh, like pick like a Metallica song or something, and that would be fun. But I really don't know. I've had different ideas over the years. You know, what's funny is that Drain early on, when they first started, they would cover "We Got the Beat" by the Go-Go's. You know, we got the beat. Yeah, they would cover that. So yeah, I don't really know. That's a good question. There's a lot of songs that I would like to. I can't think of any
Just
right
the
now.
first one that comes in your
Oh
mind.
man, the first one. God, I don't know. I really can't think. I don't
It's
know.
all right.
I'll honestly probably, let's just say Leper Messiah Metallica. Like at least like the intro or something, you know? Like, but yeah,
Maybe that's a new or next
maybe that'd be cool.
Train
Yeah,
song.
yeah.
My next question is, you did those awesome, goofy music videos for your new album, Living Proof.
Yes.
So is there any video idea which you would love to do?
I've always had this like funny idea to have like kid versions of ourselves, you know? So there's like, I don't know how we would go about the plot or anything, but it would be like me, and then there'd be like a little kid like dressed like me with the mustache and the hair, and then a kid dressed like Sammy and Tim and everybody. So I don't know what the plot would be, but I would love to do something like that. I don't know if that's too goofy or if that's like, you know, but.
No, it's perfect. I would love to see that. I think there's a 90s movie about something like that.
I'm sure,
kids
yeah.
who, I don't
Who
know.
dress up as the
No,
adults.
I
or
think adults who became a kid or something like that go backwards. I don't know.
something,
But
yeah.
there is a movie about it.
Right.
Going to something like more serious, like
Okay, cool.
your songs, like Watch You Burn or FTS, have pretty serious topics.
Mhm.
Still Train always has this funny, easygoing charm. How do you make that fit together?
That's a really good question. I mean, you know, I think that's a better question for Sammy because, you know, Sammy, you know, is the one that writes all the lyrics. And, but I think that, like, you know, how do I say this? You know, obviously we're all very happy people. We're all very stoked on like what we do, and we try to, and we don't try, we do have this fun vibe, you know, and that's what we emanate, you know, or, you know, that's what we, you know, give out to the audience and everything and everybody else. But, you know, life isn't always like that. You know, life isn't always like, you know, flowers and happy and stuff like that. We wish it was, but sometimes there's serious topics to be talked about, and, you know, we're all human, you know, we're not always happy all the time and stuff like that. So so I think that's, you know, obviously Sammy had some things to talk about, you know, and especially with FTS, you know, and especially with Watch You Burn. Yeah, you know, but I think that people know that we do give the fun vibe. We are a fun band. However, sometimes you have to talk about some serious topics and things that bother us. Because like I said, we're all human. We're not perfect people. So, you know, we feel anger, we feel this and that, whatever. But most of the time we're stoked, you know, so yeah. Yeah.
That's a pretty good answer.
Thank you.
So you were talking about FTS, and I think it's about Sammy being straight edge, or before not being straight edge, like
Right.
having alcohol problems or something like that.
Yeah, the song for me, what I take from it is that he talks about how he had, you know, he used to drink. When I had met him when we were young, he used to drink and stuff, and there were certain things that he didn't necessarily like about himself, and he had to like kill off the things that he didn't love about himself. And when people and I feel like when people listen to the song, they can apply that to whatever it is that they don't like about themselves. It's basically a song about like working on yourself, you know. Yeah, I think it's a great song. It sounds very aggressive at first because the song is called "Find the Strength, Kill Yourself." Like that sounds bad, but when you listen to the song, it's like it's actually a very, very positive song, you know. So that's what I love about it. And honestly, I think that's such a cool thing that Sammy did with the song, and it's like I've never seen him do word a song like that, and so it was very, very genius on his end, you know. So
Yeah, I like that song really.
Thank you so much. That's one of my favorite songs to play live. So thank you.
Mine is Living Proof.
A Living
My
Proof?
favorite, yes.
I will say that's probably my favorite song on the record for sure. That's probably the riff at the end is probably my favorite riff of all time, I would say, that I've ever written. Yeah.
It's so catchy.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And you said when you met when you were young. How old are you now?
I just turned 29, and he's gonna be 29 in September. So we met when we were like 20, almost 21. So we're only a few months apart. Because I'm June 29th and he's September. I know it's in September. I forget his birthday though, but it's in September. So we're only a few months apart.
Oh.
Yeah.
And is the whole band straight edge?
No, just Sammy. Just Sammy. You know, it's funny because we're not big partiers, but every once in a while, like if we have a day off, like me, our drummer Tim, and our bassist Slam, you know, sometimes we'll go get some drinks, you know, if we have time. But we're not like a big party band or anything. And of course, Sammy, you know, he's straight edge, so. You know, so he doesn't drink, but he likes to get everyone drunk if he can. He'll bring the platter with the shots and everything, and trying to.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You have an eye on him. So you had a collab with rapper Shakewell,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
How did that happen?
Well, so one of my good friends, his name's Kale, and he used to play in like Down Presser. Well, he still plays in Down Presser. He plays in Twitching Tongues. He played in Ghostmane at one point, and he grew up with Shakewell. Like he's like, you know, since they were little kids and stuff. So that's one of his best friends. And at the time we had got done with the record, it wasn't out yet, but we had like the roughs, you know, and I sent it to him, and he was listening to it in the car with Shakewell, and Shakewell heard the intermission because it was just a beat. There was no vocals on or anything. And he was listening to it. He was like, oh man, he's like, ask him if I can rap over it, you know? So he hit me up and I was like, damn, I was like, Shakewell wants to get on our song. Okay, cool, you know? And then over time, you know, we got to meet him and stuff. And now Shakewell is a good friend of ours. You know, we hang out and stuff like that. So yeah, Shake is an awesome dude. He knows a lot about hardcore. He came from hardcore, which I feel like a lot of people don't know. So yeah. It's really cool.
I think the hardcore and rap connection, because it's like the vibe is almost the same. It's really near next to each other. Like,
oh yeah,
you know, like Chroma is the shirt that I have. I think
Right.
Beastie Boys and the singer of them met when they were younger. So
Right, yeah, when Beastie Boys was a hardcore band.
yeah, back in the days.
Right, right.
I always remember them as like this hardcore band who went to rap.
Yeah.
Anyway.
There's a lot of similarities with all the genres, you know.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about it, like metal, hardcore, punk, rap. Like there's so many similarities amongst all. I mean, a lot of people think, oh, they're so different, but it's like there's a lot of similar things amongst them. So
Yeah. The last question: what do you love about the Train fans the most?
what I love about Drain fans the most is that everyone's down to have as much fun as they can, because when they enter the room or they get up to the stage, they know what's up. They know what time it is. They're like, all right, it's time to have some fun. It's time to dive on someone's head. It's time to, and I feel like the Drain fans are very passionate too, which I've come to learn. You know, they're very just like, you know, we just met a guy the other day that had like every single vinyl color and everything, and he was just it's crazy. So yeah, very passionate and very stoked to have a bunch of fun. So yeah, that's my favorite thing.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
It's a
Appreciate
whole-
you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.